Good evening all. It's Monday the 13th of July 2020. I hope you all had a lovely weekend, whatever you got up to. Whether that be socialising with your nearest and dearest, or dining in restaurants, or drinking with your friends down the pub. I hope you're keeping safe and well. I just thought I'd hop on here tonight and share with you a little story that I've been occupying myself with over the last few weeks or so, on and off. I've had a bit of time, no reason in particular, but either way I'm sick of the sight of this thing now, so I'm just going to share it all with you, then put it away in a dark, dusty corner somewhere and forget about it forever. It's pretty bizarre, not really sure where I got the idea from, but you can make of it what you will. Heads up, it's not the sort of thing they'll go on to study in schools for years to come, but who knows? Who knows? So let's get into this, shall we? It's called Toadstool Distancing. Timmy, have you seen the news? No, my friend, what's the news? Oh, well, it's newly received noteworthy information about recent events, and it's usually broadcast or published. But what's the news? Oh, yes. There's a fatal fungus going around, spreading all over the place. No one is safe. Officials say it's sporadic. Oh no. What can we do? Well, we've gone into a lockdown, and all fungi must stay 2 meters apart. Oh, shitty. Don't worry. I think you're considered one. So what are the symptoms, and how can we control it? Well, Kimmy, there's a lot of mixed information. But Prime Mushroom Bog Punchroom said it only affects the moldier generations. And President Swamp suggested we all drink pesticide. But that's insane! Hey, fun guys. Guess what? Everybody is bulk buying at the mycelium market, but I got myself the last leaf.
Finish him!
Later that day. They're all out of leaves, pond water and rotten stumps. But I did manage to fight off Timmy and Kimmy to get these protective gloves. But honey, we don't have hands. It was becoming clear that the news of the fatal fungus outbreak was driving Fergus into delusion. But he wasn't the only one. And it was only the beginning. The craziness was just getting started. Good germination. That's the third walk Timmy and Kimmy have been on today. And they're definitely not 2 meters apart from Mrs. Puffball. Shame on them. Celia and Fergus are taking the car out again. I hope it's essential travel. Tut-tut. For our carers. Fergus, we don't have hands. Trust me, Timmy. This is going to hurt me just as much as it does you. But it has to be done. Fergus, darling, dinner is ready. I've made us banana skin bread. But we haven't finished the last 4 batches yet, dear. Thanks, Barry. Yes, as you can see behind me, these brackets are choosing to ignore the guidelines. This is our home. This is our home. We live here. Please, leave us alone. We're just being brackets. With window watching becoming a popular pastime in every household, the development of new struggles due to a lack of hands, desperate and poor attempts to trim overgrown caps, baking frenzies, and some of the most intense news headlines the forest had ever seen. Fungi life had changed. The madness continued, reaching its peak when the unthinkable happened. Every fungus loved to exercise. Fergus was in the best shape he had ever been in. But it was to be short-lived. Is it on? Good evening, it's me, Bog Punchroom. Get ready to be more confused. Even though the fatal fungus is now targeting our region of the forest mostly, everything is under control. But it's not. Go back to work, but don't. We will be fine. Well, I will be. You might not be, but
I don't know. Basically, stay alert.
Thanks, Barry. Yes, the prime mushroom is a lunatic. We're still no closer to identifying the fungus, but we do know it could look like any of the three above me. Or not. So how do we stay alert? Fergus thought he was staying alert when helping a neighbour.
Here, Mrs. Puffball. Let me help you with those bags.
Oh, thank you, Fergus. My, you're looking rather buff.
Why, yes,
But he wasn't alert enough. Is Mrs. Puffball okay? The last thing I remember seeing was her spores going everywhere. She's fine, honey. They've got her on an ivy too. Thank gosh they caught that fatal fungus.
We heard what happened. Sounds like you weren't alert enough.
Friends
again?
again?
Friends again.
The end. To never be continued. Hopefully. And that's it. That is my story. Obviously I lied a tinsy little bit. It's 100% based on the coronavirus. Let's not forget that despite the easing of restrictions, it's still a big issue. We're also desperate to get back to normal that we're willing to just sort of pretend like it's gone away. I understand that we're bored of this restricted life we've had to endure for the past few months, but we are the lucky ones. Now is the time to be selfless. Or maybe not, as taking precautions protects you as well as everyone around you. There have been over 44,000 deaths in the UK alone, and that's just the ones that have died in hospital. It doesn't necessarily count for those who have died in care homes or outside of care facilities. Please, be safe, be sensible, and now and always, let's keep looking after one another. Thanks for watching. Aurora Rockets, out.